It says left. Oh geez. It says that way. Doesn't even look like a trail. Good morning, campers. So if you've been following us, you know we've been in Moab, and we are still in Moab, back in Canyonlands at the Upheaval Dome trailhead, but this time we are going down into the canyon and we are doing the big Syncline Loop Trail. It is a long and strenuous over 8-mile trail with a lot of elevation, so it's going to be a tough one today, but we are excited to see it from a different perspective. So stay tuned and we'll show you what the trail has to offer.
We decided to do the loop clockwise, so that means that we are going the steep section downhill. It's about a 1,600 feet descent into the canyon, and there are some slick spots with ice on the trail, so we'll see how that goes. But if you come here in winter, bring some poles or some spikes and just, you know, be aware that there might be some ice on the trail. Some more switchbacks here. This is probably the sketchiest part we have done so far.
Probably. Finally done with the steep section, and Senta and I were crunching the numbers. The grade, the per mile, that was definitely the steepest thing we've ever done. 1,600 feet down in a mile, and I don't think we've ever gotten anywhere close to that type of grade. But we are now on the canyon floor, and it is super pretty looking up at all the sheer cliffs and everything, and very different from when we saw it from the top of Upheaval Dome, and a really cool change of perspective. You know, from up there you actually can see one of the other districts. And just so you know a little bit more about Canyonlands, it is separated into the 4 different districts. So Island in the Sky being the most popular, which is where we are right now, and then the second most popular is the Needles district. Stay tuned for a video on that. We should be hitting that up in a week or so. And then the third most popular, or least popular in this case, is the Horseshoe Canyon district. We have already hiked in Horseshoe Canyon, and you should check out that video because it is one of our favorite hikes we've ever done. And then the last district is the Maze district, and it takes ridiculously, seriously good 4x4 to be out there and explore that area. So that's definitely for another time, maybe with different equipment and things. Maybe we rent a 4x4 vehicle and go do it, but for now, more Island in the Sky is on the menu.
So down here in the canyon, you see so many cool rock formations. And one thing that you can see here is breccia, which is basically a natural mosaic cement that's like several different rock layers that over time, like, you know, become an adhesive. And it's really cool because you can actually see the individual rock sediments here. And this might be one of the coolest one we've ever seen, because look at this one. It's like golden and black right here, and it is popping against like the gray contrast. It is so beautiful.
So we just took the spur off of the Syncline Loop Trail, and that spur is about 1.5 miles in, and it takes you to the actual crater. We did see the crater from the top of Upheaval Dome a little while back, but it's going to be really cool to see it from this perspective. Now, they're not 100% certain how the crater formed. They have two different theories. Geologists are leaning towards the fact that it was a big meteorite strike that airburst over it, but the other theory is that this used to be an old salt seabed, and then there was a big salt deposit, and over time that erosion came away, and that salt erosion with the water kind of created the upheaval look in the middle of that crater. But either way, it's really cool, and I'm excited to see it.
Well, this was a fun little side quest, but now we gotta put in a work and actually climb out of this canyon.
We are now at the point coming up. We've already come up quite a bit, but it's gnarly looking. I don't think it matters which way you go on this trail to make it easier or harder. So I can see a trail marker down there, one there, and then one even further up there. Like, it's gonna be a struggle, but we'll see how it goes. Welcome to today's edition of the Senta and Eric Suffer Cam. As we hike our way up the bouldering parts and steep sections. Ooh, and as I turn on the camera, it got nice. I should turn on the camera more often. All right, here's this. All right, we're doing it though. I don't know if you heard her. She didn't think this is a hike. This is just a pure scramble. Whew. Oh, it's very vertical. I don't think I've ever looked more attractive as I breathe heavily and snort on my way up this gnarly section. We're getting there. All right, marker number 2 that I pointed out. Oh geez. Okay. How you doing, Senta?
Hanging in there.
Oh, I see the 3rd marker. All right. All right. It's hard to do one-handed with the camera. It says left. Oh geez. It says that way. Doesn't even look like a trail.
Alright, starting to slightly question my life decisions because cliff and death right here. Here's a trail marker. We're supposed to go all the way up here. I can't see a trail, so we'll see how this goes, but WTF. We survived the scramble of death, and now we actually came into a winter wonderland, and I am mind blown. Like, this is, I don't know, like Elsa's paradise, because like those crystals are so cool. They're so intricate, and I have never seen something like this before. This is amazing, and it's in the middle of the desert.
Hey guys, we are almost done with the hike, and we are going to wrap up the video here in the last mile and a half kind of gradual uphill section. We finally caught our breath after the steep hard part.
Yes. Yeah, it was very tough. It was very difficult. I mean, if you're looking for a hike where you experience the lowest lows and the highest highs, this is it. It is absolutely worth it. It is so beautiful in the canyon. Like the different rock formations and the different colors of the rocks is absolutely breathtaking.
And on your way down, you're going to have stunning views going into the canyon too. So you're going to have great views pretty much the whole way. And it is just like Senta said, it's a difficult hike, one of the most difficult we've ever done. You start high, go low, wear yourself out, and then got to take a grueling technical hike up if you do it in the clockwise fashion like we did. So
yeah, if you decide to do this hike, definitely make sure that you're an experienced hiker, you're comfortable with scrambling and low-key bouldering. I wouldn't do this solo. I would want to have someone with me because it is very risky for injuries just all along the trail with, you know, like loose rocks and all that stuff.
Absolutely. So
but if you do it,
worth it.
It is absolutely worth it.
It's so beautiful.
And it is an absolutely underrated hike. Would highly recommend if you feel comfortable with the challenge.
Absolutely. So if you're going to challenge yourself, definitely recommend it. But if you made it this far, hit that like, hit the subscribe, and that bell for all the notifications and updates for our future adventures.
We'll see you next time.
Next time, guys. Just want to show you this trail marker. Yeah, that's our trail.
Oh, much better. All right, sorry. You gotta clean your beard, and then we're gonna
restart.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna get it real quick. Our first wildlife here. He's not really moving. He might be dead.